Wait, am I on YouTube yet again? No, this can't be! But I am. And this is the Comic Fix. It's been a long freaking time. I mean, I've done a lot of things, and now I have some money, and I have moved a couple states away from California. I'm now in Washington, right? And I thought I'd go check out the local comic book scene, because I haven't been into comics for a couple years now. Wow. Washington's comic scene is absolutely crazy. I think in my vicinity, about 50 miles, I have about 10 shops to choose from. And that's actually quite amazing. So I picked one. It's Gabby's Comics and Games. And I just love the store. I'll do a video of the store. But their indie section is absolutely amazing. So I've been getting back into independent comics. I got some DC, not in this haul, because this is my Wednesday comic haul, which is going to be fun to do again. But I did pick up a couple of books. 12 to be exact. I picked up Umbrella Academy #1. I have never read an Umbrella Academy issue, but seeing this as a #1, I thought, what the hell? It's a great jumping on point. This book, I had no expectations. I just saw it and I thought, I never heard of Guardian Knight Studios. And with William the Last, I was like, wow. Especially when you look at the cover. The cover, I was like, looks really interesting. Looks like it could be like a fairy tale. I've already read it. I'll give my opinions on it next time. But it's definitely one to look out for if you want to get like any kids into comics. And then we got Adam Glass and his son, Aiden Glass, with their Lollipop Kids. I've read this one already. I'll give my opinions about it. But I just love the fact that it's a father-son duo on here. And I heard like the son came up with the story, and the father decided, I'll help my son with this, with the writing part. I'm not sure how old his son is. I would have to look it up. But I actually quite enjoyed issue #1. I love how it has a black female character. And especially the part where they talk about her having dyslexia and how that incorporates into the story. I was like, wow, that's really cool. Especially since I have dyslexia and I remember growing up with it, learning how to deal with it. It was a really cool little read. Death Orb, issue #1 of 5. I have no idea what it's about. All I know is Dark Horse, and I was like, I'll give it a try. See, this is the thing I like about this comic shop. They have a whole bunch of independent section. Now, I was talking to Gabby, the gal who owns the shop, and she has 2 gals who their only job is to bring independent comics to the shop. So they're going from different cons and talking to all these independent comics and getting those comics into the shop. So just hearing about that, it just won me over. I got from Image Comics Blackbird, issue #1. I think this is the cover B. I just love the neon in there, and I just like the cover is beautiful. And yet another independent book where a female is in the lead. And then I got another one by Image Comics, Juke Joint, issue #1. I remember reading the little preview for this book, and I was sold instantly. I think this is the variant cover for it. And I just was like, wow, I just love that cover. Oh, man. There's so much good. And just to get back into comics, it feels so good. Brian Michael Bendis, United States First Murder, Inc., issue #2. Now, when I heard that Bendis was coming over to DC, I was actually kind of like, I was like, oh, that's awesome. And then I started hearing all these things online about how Bendis is, because I've read a lot of DC, not a lot of Marvel. And so when I hear about Bendis and how great of a writer he is, and then hearing all these negative things, and then reading his Superman books, I was not a big fan of it until recently, the last month. And I read all of his other Jinx World books that were produced by DC. And I was not even really happy with them, except for United States First Murder, Inc. So, definitely a book that I'm excited to read. And then another Image book. There's a lot of Image #1s today. Dead Rabbits, issue #1. Really love that cover. Really love that cover. And then we got another Image #1. I mean, wow. A lot of Image with Errand Boys, issue #1. Excited to read this. It just looks like a good sci-fi romp. So, Errand Boys #1. From Boom Studios, Sparrowhawk. Another great cover this week. Just look at that thing. It's so freaking beautiful. And then I've been absolutely loving the Sandman Universe books. The Dreaming has been my favorite out of the 3, I think. I think it's House of Secrets and Lucifer. And The Dreaming has definitely been my favorite. And I just love these covers. So, this is my welcoming back video. Just saying, hey guys, I am back. Probably no one's going to watch, but I'm just excited to put it out. So what did you guys get this week? Let me know down below. And also, I will be getting some DC stuff. I have 2 shops. So, right next to me, literally like 6 minutes away from me, there's a comic shop. And it's a small comic shop. I think they just started this year. And I go to them and I buy all my Marvel and DC stuff. So I go to Gabby's for all the independents. And then I go to the littler shop for all the Marvel and DC. So, I think tomorrow I get paid. So most likely tomorrow I'll go to that comic shop and go get all the Marvel and DC that I want. Alright guys, see you guys next time.